What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Yankees Avenue Show on the Yankees Avenue YouTube channel. As usual, I'm Patrick Hennessy. That's Dan Rourke. Dan, how are we doing on this beautiful Tuesday?
Pat, respect to you, bro, because I didn't even know if you were going to ask me how I was doing today. I thought you were going to make a comment about my hair right off the gate. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I am now officially the king of rock or the king of ball, however you want to say it. Drop your comments now. Yes, my hair is dyed. Pat, let me ask you on camera, what do you think?
Yeah. Now listen, my hot take was that it felt like
You
you were
better be
copying me
fucking
a little bit.
nice.
You wanted like dark hair, but you know what? I will say, huge compliment here. It really makes your eyes pop.
Oh,
It really
thank
brings
you.
out the nice blue eyes. Big fan.
You always have a way with words, Pat, and for that I appreciate you. Listen,
I
while I
try.
respect your style, I respect your vibe. There's one man that I'm copying here, and it's Elvis Presley, which I was saying to somebody earlier, I don't feel bad about it because I'm not in the music industry. If I were, say, a musician and I was like, pawning off Elvis's style, then that'd be a little try hard, you know what I'm saying? But we're in the Talking Yankees, man. Are we a John Boy podcast now? Yankees Avenue Show. That's the business we're in here. So it kind of, a little something different. And it's off season, bro.
You look like a TikToker.
Man, you said that before off camera, and I was thinking, yo, I swear to God, if he says that live on air, but we're not live. We don't do live shows. We're only recorded. This episode's gonna be off the walls, bro. I can already tell. Listen, I'm gonna give the people kind of a forewarning when it comes to like topics. I mean, we got some good ass shit to talk about today. We really do. But as these episodes go on and further into the offseason and the Yankees and really baseball in general, like don't really do anything, it might be a little dry sometimes, which brings up the topic of this. Is the baseball offseason like not the worst of fucking all of sports? In terms of like the delay and like waiting for, because in NBA and I think football as well, you have that like I think there is like a deadline actually. It's like free agency starts and then bam, 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 moves after moves. Baseball,
it definitely
it's
feels
like
like baseball is like more the big moves are more spread out, right?
it's the slowest offseason, I should say. Definitely not the boring. I mean, that's the one. Baseball is the one I care about the most. I don't care about NBA and NFL. But you catch my vibe here, bro, that I just want a goddamn move.
I guess. No, I feel you. But listen, the offseason is here. And we've gotten some words from Cashman, we've gotten some words from Boone. Finally got some words from Yankees owner Hal Steinnbrenner. His interview came out Monday night on Yes Network. And to be honest with you, like Dan, we kind of held back the episode for this. So we could talk about it and see if like maybe we get any solid talking points from it. Obviously, we really didn't. We weren't really expecting much, and he kind of gave us nothing. I'll give you one quote here. He said, "The team we fielded on opening day was one of the most dominant teams for months. I'm not going to make excuses, but the Astros got into the playoffs way healthier than us." Basically, like the vibe I get from Hal is the same vibe that we got from Cashman in terms of they're confident in the team that they have now. They think that they lost to the Astros because of injuries, lack of health. And I think that if it does come down to it, they are comfortable with running the team back next season, but also at the same time, like I wouldn't expect them to say otherwise. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't expect them to come out publicly and be like, yeah, this team has glaring holes. Like we need to fix a lot of things. I wouldn't expect them to publicly say that, even if that's what they were discussing internally, you know?
Yeah, no, totally. It's the same deal with Cashman. They're not going to talk shit about the current roster. And listen, yeah, I mean, part of me was thinking, it might be a mistake to wait for Steinbrenner's interview because he probably isn't going to say anything. He's probably going to be his typical vanilla self. And that's what he was. I mean, there was really nothing to the interview. He is easily, I think, far and away. And this isn't really a diss. He doesn't have to be entertaining, but at least compared to his dad, he is just, even if he were to say something interesting, bro, I'm not sure I would immediately catch it. Like I would have to reprocess what he says because when he talks, man, it's just so, it's almost Mark Zuckerberg like in a way, and I'm not sure if I have natural bias here against like, because, I'm obviously frustrated with how the past few seasons have went. But yeah, man. And the fact that, it was on the Yes Network. Like we kind of knew there were going to be, softball layup questions. Can't really blame him. Dude owns the network, but it's the same vibes of content with the current product. Gives us no insight into what's going to come this offseason. Can't say I expected anything less though. So yeah.
I have a question.
Ask me.
If you had to like compare Hal Steinbrenner to one cereal, what would he be?
See, I want to say like the most bland cereals possible, like say Wheaties, Cheerios, Special K, but that wouldn't be right because I fucking love those cereals. Love them. Wheaties,
Really?
amazing. Cheerios, phenomenal and good for
I
your
like
heart.
the frosted, like the frosted mini
That's
wheats. Those
but
aren't
that's
bad.
not that doesn't go in the category of bland. That would be like Hal Steinbrenner if he had like golden tips or something like that, or like redid his hair in a way that's insanely attractive.
All right,
You
bro.
know,
We get it. You dyed
but
your
you know what I'm
hair.
saying. You know what I'm saying. Like mini wheats is too good of a comparison, I think, for him. You know what I mean? Like he's more
No,
of
if
like
I
a
had to,
he's like a plain oatmeal.
Sure. I
with
mean,
no
you could also
syrup.
say he's like cornflakes, right? Cornflakes, maybe.
We have to stop this conversation right now. You want to know why? Because all I have in my head is the people who a couple episodes when we brought up the Drake album got insanely pissed about us, and now they're gonna be saying how we're talking about cereals on
No,
the
but
very
this
first
relates.
topic of the show.
This
Yeah,
relates.
I don't even know where this topic's really gonna go. It's just like we don't know what's gonna happen with this offseason. And I actually want to bring this up. Shout out to my boy Gabe on Twitter, Playoff Tanaka. We all love him. You want to know what the Yankees lineup is as of right now if they do nothing this offseason? And of course they're going to, but just this is what we're currently looking at. Ready? DJ at first base, DJ, Stanton, Torres, Donaldson, Cabrera batting fifth and playing right, Bader, Hicks, IKF, and Trevino rounding at the order at number 9. That's what we're currently dealing with. That's the team that we have to upgrade from. So we're in a spot, bro. And I'm like I shouldn't say I'm getting impatient because the offseason literally started, I think free agency began on Thursday. So we got a long ways ahead. But you know what? I'm over reading and watching interviews of Hal Steinnbrenner
So am
and
I.
Cashman.
No,
I think
yeah.
that's the conclusion we should come to. Like, no more of this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to like save time out of my day to watch fucking, stop cursing, bro. Why are you cursing so much in this episode? Man, I know. Pat, dude. I'm trying to, guys in the comments, I'm trying to tell Pat he's got to chill with the language, but I guess that's my thoughts on the episode, man, or the interview.
Yeah, no, exactly. So like, yeah, no, I feel exactly the same way. In the beginning of the offseason, I was kind of interested in all the quotes, right? Because I wanted to see maybe we would see a little bit of change. Maybe we would get like a fiery quote from Cashman. Maybe we get some words from Boone. We've gotten nothing. So I kind of like, that's what I realized we're going to get now. You know what I mean? It's like what I come to expect from you. It's like sometimes I expect a liar. Sometimes I expect someone who's a little off the rails, but
I
that's
never
fine.
lie. I
Yeah,
never
no.
lie.
No.
Pat just
moving
mad at
on.
me because I fell asleep and missed her hangout on Friday, which I do feel really, really bad
That
about.
did happen. No, it did happen.
Yeah.
And it was
Pat
pouring
was
rain.
like, all right, bro, I'm going home.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it till 3 hours later.
Well, no,
And I
it
was like,
wasn't like that. I was like, all right, bro, I'm going home.
oh, is that? See, that's the problem with text. You can never really know. That's why it
Yeah,
should
I
be
was like, all right,
FaceTime
bro, I'm
only.
going home.
If you FaceTime me, maybe I would have woken up.
I actually FaceTimed you.
I know.
Yeah.
Moving
All right,
on.
moving on. So Jose Trevino, he took home the AL Platinum Glove Award. Kind of crazy.
That is a big deal. I
considering
mean,
the
that's pretty
fact that-
legit.
Yeah, I mean that goes to the top defender in all of the American League. Huge. I believe Carlos Correa won it in 2021. And you know what, Dan? Like, I feel like, listen, Jose Trevino, I feel like it's a little bit of like a 2019 Glaber situation where in 2019, Glaber set the bar so high for himself offensively. It was kind of tough for him to like ever match that again. It set the standard. You know what I mean? And I feel like with Jose Trevino, he's never really been an awesome offensive presence, right? But in the first half of 2022, he was pretty solid at the plate. And now I think that kind of set a bar for himself that it's kind of like unattainable, unsustainable. But I think as a defender, he's proven to be elite. And I think that sometimes people knock him a little bit for not being like the best offensively, especially in the second half and in the postseason. But I think what we have to remember at the end of the day is the Yankees didn't bring him on for that, right? They brought him on for his glove. We're talking about a platinum glove winner now. And while we are going into the offseason looking to upgrade at the catcher position, I think that we couldn't really be too upset if the Yankees go into opening day next season with Trevino still as the starting catcher.
No, you can't be upset. And yeah, no, the defense is absolutely awesome with Trevino. Almost not even worth discussing. He's arguably the best defensive catcher in baseball. That's pretty much a fact. As for, what the Yankees brought him in for, I can't necessarily agree with bringing that point up only because we didn't bring him in here assuming he was going to play 120 games. I mean, we brought him in, I think, the day before opening day. Remember, we went into 2022 pretty much with Kyle Higashioka as our starting guy. And ideally, if he wasn't hurt or rehabbed quicker than he did, Ben Rourke was going to be the 2. His injury is his prolonged injury is what led to Trevino coming on the roster. And yeah, first 2 months of the year was awesome. It was an above league average bat. I think he had like a 110 WRC plus right around the All-Star break, which 1, that's good. 2, for a catcher, that's phenomenal. The thing is, though, when you mention the bar being high, I think it's already been lowered for me, to be honest, because, it's not like a thing where, he just fell off in the second half, he'll bounce back. Nah, the first 2 months of this season of 2022 is what the anomaly was. He's never been, not even just league average or close to it. He's been, outside of 2 months, well below average. And that's fine. I mean, most catchers can't hit. The defense for him is obviously there. But while I will probably predict, because it's the safe bet with the way the Yankees operate, I'll predict they'll, stay pat with him and he'll be catching opening day. But if Dan Rourke's GM, and we all know how good of a world that is, and if you saw my offseason blueprint, I want Sean Murphy so bad. And the big part of it too is, we've talked about Wilson Contreras in the past, right? Great bat, but the defense is borderline Gary Sanchez level. You're not seeing that regression if you got Sean Murphy. He's, well, not exactly Trevino behind the plate. He's still pretty damn close, regardless one of the better defensive catchers in baseball. And he can hit, man. 20 homers a year pop, like 115, 120 WRC plus guy, under control for, I think, through 2024, maybe 2025. I'd headline a deal with Oswald Peraza, multiple other top 10 prospects probably as well. If the Yankees can get that done, and as we mentioned before with that lineup, we're not really, or when you go through that lineup, which obviously we'll see some upgrades no matter what, but with how bad the offense has been the last 3-4 years, like, I don't think we can handle if Trevino goes back to being like an 80 WRC plus guy or just a significantly below average hitter in a lineup that's already struggling massively for production. So with Murphy being on the table, and remember this, if you don't get him, there's a good chance he's going to go somewhere else. The Astros, for example, they're in the Wilson Contreras market, meaning they're obviously looking for a catcher. There's a good chance if you don't get Murphy, he could go to Houston. So you got to factor in that as well with this guy being on the table. I want Murphy bad, man. Bad. He's almost like, outside of Judge and like my pipe dream for Turner, he's like kind of like the main character this offseason for me.
I get it. But like also at the same time, like I'm viewing it in the sense of the catcher position is like not really a top priority right now. You know what I mean? It's like if the Yankees can do that, it's like a bonus. You know what I mean?
If you were a free agent, I would not be saying this.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's kind of just like it's like a cherry on top of the ice cream. But it's the Yankees need to scoop the ice cream first.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know what? Whoa, I just clicked the button on my mic. Hope it didn't do anything. You hear me all good?
No, you sound great.
If I wasn't about, because we all know I want like Volpe and maybe Jason are like my untouchable guys, and then I have everybody else on the table. A big part of this, why I want Murphy, is because I almost want to trade Oswald Peraza. I almost want to. He's on the table. I would try to get as much value as possible for him. And the deal that makes the most sense, I think, is going out and get Sean Murphy. Like I said, if he were a free agent, I definitely wouldn't be saying this because we have a certain amount of money that we can spend and we have other places. What are you looking at me like that for? What's so funny?
Nothing.
What's funny?
Dan, nothing is funny.
I want Sean Murphy. Now I just lost my entire train of thought. This show's going in the tubes now, bro. You know what? I might just do a channel because of that. Were you just laughing at a point I made?
No.
This destroys everything.
Laughing. No, I was only laughing because, like, you know how sometimes after we kind of like debrief, you're like, yeah, like sometimes I feel like I repeat stuff. You were basically just like repeating the same exact.
Probably. And guess what? It gets cut in post-production, motherfucker. So you know what? This is gonna say in there. And it was like, wait, Dan didn't repeat himself because I never said the second part as far as they're concerned. I know I repeat myself, but it's because you interrupt me. But let's move on. I want Sean Murphy. Pat's an asshole. Just kidding. Dude, I don't know what's going in my mouth. I gotta put an explicit thing on this right now.
Yeah, no, you
off-season episode.
It's horrible. But yo,
damn, we're only on topic 2,
here.
Man. Crap.
No, we're on topic 3 now.
Well, now we are, yes.
Yeah. But yo, Astros won the World Series in 2022, right? That happened. I know you're not a huge fan of it, but it happened. After winning the World Series, they parted ways with their GM, James Click. Do we think that there's any chance the Yankees bring him in for an interview? Dan, I'm going to say off rip, no. And also, I'm going to go off script right after I went off rip. And I'm going to say, yo, did you see that the Astros are making Anthony Rizzo their number 1 first base priority?
Was in the drafts as a possible topic. Talked about it last week. It's Rizzo, so I was like, I don't know if we want to rehash the whole thing. But yeah, no, that is interesting. Yeah, I still think he's going to be a Yankee though, so I'm not all that concerned about it. And a lot of people getting the quote or like the report out of or misreading it, whatever. It's not that he's their top free agent priority. It's top first baseman priority, which that's like a no-brainer. If you want a first baseman, obviously Anthony Rizzo is going to be your number 1 guy. I'm not worried about that.
Judge and Rizzo going to Houston, I think.
Nope. Click, I would love it. I have I guess it's categorized under the pipe dream label as well, but promote Cashman to VP of operation or president of baseball operations, I should say. Because, he's obviously sticking around. Bring in Click as the GM, which, yes, he's not exactly responsible for this entire Astros core, not really at all, but he's obviously done a pretty damn good job over the last 3 seasons. Over their, like the finalization of the roster and like the
he
missing
was
pieces.
In the organization before that, no?
Maybe, but like you can't give him credit for like, getting Altuve or getting Correa, which I don't really give credit to anybody for that because I was all tanking. But point is, he's been around their GM since 2020. So that's the point of like, you really got a lot of demarcation, at least in terms of like grading the Astros success in regards to him. I would love it. I don't really see it happening. You know, I mean, I would say I probably should have set this as like an over/under type deal. I don't know, over/under 10% chance. I'd go
I would.
over that. There's a
I
bring him
no,
for an
I'd probably take the
interview.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd take the
for an
over.
interview
But
because I mean, at the very least, I mean, that would just be I feel like doing your due diligence in a way. Just talk to the guy, right? Because it's another thing. As I mentioned with Murphy, or really, any available free agent. If you don't get him, there's a good chance he goes somewhere else. And at the very least, the dude's not stupid. He probably knows a good amount of baseball, obviously. And my boy Earl on Twitter brought up a really good point. You could bring him in for the sole reason of he can just tell you what went wrong and why the Astros were better than the Yankees and just fix it from that standpoint.
yeah,
This is why the Astros are better than us. He would know more than anybody and just
you're not wrong.
fill all those holes. Earl's not
No,
wrong. He's the one that brought it up. Or some guy named Boshek, I think, on Twitter, who's a good guy. I'm trying to give credit where it's due right now, bro. It wasn't my original thought, okay? But I reinforced the point. This is some episode, huh? I'm actually having a blast. This might be the most fun I've had in an episode in a long ass time.
I agree 1000%. And you know what? I agree 1000%. I would love Click in the Yankees organization. I mean, like, we're talking about a great baseball mind, right? Like, regardless of how you feel about the Astros, obviously they're doing something right. Obviously their organization is doing something right. They're just doing it all. Where are you going?
Click. Get it? It's a remote.
I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a solid movie. Adam Sandler.
That's what made me think of it.
Yeah,
I've never seen it
movie.
actually. No. I've seen it. I haven't seen it with like an adult conscience. I was like 7 when
It's
I
a little
first saw it.
sad. I remember watching it as a kid and it was a little sad.
I remember that scene in particular that was sad.
Yeah.
Not that I remember why it was sad. I just remember being in a room where people were like, this is sad.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Click, go watch Click. At the end of the day, maybe I want Click in the Yankees organization. Dan, I guess we can't really go an episode without talking about Aaron Judge, right? Free agent.
Sorry.
We don't know if he's going to be a Yankee or not next season. Dan, you're swearing that he will be. I'm not that confident just yet. But let's just say, hypothetically, Aaron Judge is not a New York Yankee in 2023. What's plan B?
Plan B. Well, if the Yankees do not re-sign Judge, my plan B would then allow spending money on pitching, which, as you all know, not my vibe right now. Entirely, I want the offense or the money spent on offense. I think then you could probably bring in Rodon, and then of course, your premier position player would be, hopefully Trey Turner, Carlos Correa. You probably, I feel like, would get one of the big shortstops because outside of them and a $20 to $30 million a year pitcher, there's really no big fish on the free agent market, right? I mean, you have the shortstops, you have Rodon, you have Verlander. The next highest guy is probably Nimmo, unless I'm forgetting somebody, and Nimmo is probably going to be like at most 150 million. So I would say, yeah, you probably either Correa or Turner, and then that also probably gives you the ability to spend big on Rodon or Verlander. So that's where I'll go.
Yeah, I think that it would kind of be like a 2013, 2014 offseason type thing where it's like you don't get Cano, so then you go out and you kind of like disperse the money elsewhere. You go out, maybe they get that insane outfielder from Japan. I saw there was like an insane pitcher from Japan as well. Did you see that?
I
so
did.
Maybe they do that. That would be like the Tanaka. And then remember how they got McCann, Beltran, Ellsbury. So it's like maybe instead of, if they don't give all that money to Judge, they take all that money, they throw Nimmo 150. They throw the money to the dude in Japan. They throw money to, I don't know, Benintendi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They probably,
which by the way,
in other areas.
I'm pretty sure at least the hitter, I'm not too familiar with the pitcher. The hitter is apparently only going to cost like, I think I saw the number of like, I don't know if it was 10 million. That might be too light, but like 15 mil a year, which that all of a sudden does have me a little bit interested. Because to be honest, when it comes to at least, hitters, I get a little freaked out when it comes to Japan players being posted. Pitchers, though, it really seems to always work out. At least not always, but they have a better track record, I should say, than hitters. I mean, how often you got Matsui, you got Ichiro, you got.
I know, but you can say the same thing about pitchers, bro. I mean, the only
I'm telling you right now, there's been many more success stories from pitchers that have been posted than hitters.
I would say it's about the same.
I don't have it off the top of my head right now. Maybe
I'm
the comments can help us out.
Ohtani, right?
Well, what do you consider him?
What do you mean? Well, okay. Well, he's just an outlier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Tanaka, right? It's like I'm thinking of another Japanese pitcher that came over and like really
Kuroda, Daisuke, Iwakuma. I'm telling you, bro.
No, but bro, we're talking
hitters.
Like
it's really
years
just
ago. We're talking 15 years ago now, though.
Well, it only really goes back to the late 90s.
I guess.
How do we get on this topic again? What are we talking about?
Dispersing the money in free agency if they don't.
Also too, and let me know how you feel about this. If we don't sign Judge, part of me would then just be like, all right, or start the kids at the middle, rebuild, 2017 type deal. You know what I mean? Just like, all right, don't totally throw in the towel, but I wouldn't want a 2014 like offseason, which I was hyped about at the time. Granted, I was 13 years old in eighth grade. That was the shit. I mean, Tanaka worked out. That was nice. And hey, even Beltran got us Dylan Tate, and Dylan Tate got
Bro,
us Zach
McCann
Britton.
was a little underrated too. I'm not
True,
gonna
true,
lie.
true, true.
Yeah.
I take that back. McCann had some. Well, I'm not going to say anything positive about McCann now. I really couldn't give two shits about him, but
Well, that's a little mean.
no.
Seemed like a
2017
nice guy.
Astro. Fuck him.
Yeah, but
No,
it
he seems
wasn't
like a
by
nice guy.
choice. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. Shout out to you,
No,
Brian McCann.
was it not by choice to be the biggest
I mean,
veteran in the room
Yankees
besides
traded him
Beltran
there.
and not stop
want
his
him to
team from
snitch on
having
his
the
teammates?
biggest institutionalized cheating scandal in baseball
You would
history?
have snitched on your teammates?
Snitched? Hell no. I think Mike Fiers is a
Okay,
loser for
so-
that. No, not
Okay,
snitched.
so
No, not snitched. You have a big voice in that room. You're a veteran, one of the more respected players in the league. He easily could have put that shit to a stop, as
didn't
many
Altuve
players could
try to
have.
do that?
No. Altuve, that's
I'm
why
pretty sure he
people
did.
say, oh, no, he didn't. What'd you watch? Like that one video on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he tried to put an end to it like 2-3 times or
You
something.
try to put an end to it, and you're telling me Jose Altuve, who was, I'm pretty sure, the longest tenured Astro in that dugout, more respected than anybody in that dugout, in that clubhouse. If he said that shit should have stopped, it would have stopped, especially when their manager was already behind stopping it as well, even though AJ Hinch is a bitch too. I'm sorry. I don't want to be talking
How did we
too
get
much.
talking about the 2017 Astros now?
You definitely brought it up.
No, because
You
you,
brought up Brian
called
McCann.
out Brian
You brought up-
McCann for no reason.
Oh, stop. You know, why don't you? I'll buy you a flight to Houston. I'll buy you a flight to Houston,
I'll go to
and
Houston.
you can live there. You can live there. Okay, fine.
I'm not
sweat.
gonna live
Go
there.
sweat, and I'll enjoy.
But I'm sure
5
Astros fans
seasons.
would like me.
Congratulations, Pat. Congratulations.
You know what? Because I'm not a hater. I'm not jealous.
Oh, I'm jealous as hell. I don't deny that.
Okay, well,
This year, at
it's not a
least.
good trait. Yo, Dan, we're on question number 5. Question number 5 is kind of fun, right? We're talking about past off seasons. Give me your favorite low key off season move of all time.
Favorite low-key offseason move of all time. And of course, this excludes no Stanton, no Cole.
Yeah.
I was thinking like nothing over 100 mil. Is that too specific?
Nah, I don't even think it has to be like a monetary wise. It's just like impact wise.
It could be a trade. Okay.
Yeah,
Here's
I'm even like taking Chapman out of that equation. You know what I mean?
Bet. Here's mine. James Paxton after 2018.
Ooh.
Loved that deal. Now remember, we're talking
At the
about
time.
feelings at the time. And also, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not even talking shit about Paxton really. I mean, 2019 was damn good. I mean, remember, he started game 1 of the LDS for us. He was really solid for us down the stretch. But yeah, I think it was like November 2018. And probably around this time of year, actually, right around this time, I think it was like right before Thanksgiving. And I just remember seeing that and be like, that's a good ass deal. Like, that's the kind of move I feel like I could see the Astros making. I remember feeling the exact way at the time, like seeing the Astros make or like the Red Sox be like, damn, I wish we did that. It was like 2 years of control. Things had been on his radar for a while, or he'd been on their radar for a while. And yeah, no, I just remember seeing that notification that we got James Paxton. I was like, let's go. I like that. What about
Mine's
you?
gonna be a little bit weird.
Bet.
So keep in mind, like after 2015, like I don't know, like we had like weird vibes about the Yankees, right? Like they made the wild card game, but also like they didn't really seem to have like a
Now I know
huge
you're gonna
offensive
say.
spark. No, you don't.
Starlin Castro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Starlin Castro, like
facts.
I don't
I
know
was-
what it was, but when the Yankees traded for him after 2015, like I don't know, there was just a really nice feeling attached to it. Like he was just a completely different vibe from anything that, to be honest with you, you could really make an argument that the Starlin Castro trade like changed the entire vibe of the Yankees organization. Like, sure, they already had Didi, but I feel like Didi wasn't really Didi until Starlin came around.
Well, I won't go that far. What you
Like,
said,
no,
yeah,
no,
but that's
2015 Didi wasn't really Didi.
Oh, well, that's facts. He wasn't 20. Didi wasn't Didi until like late 2016.
26,
Even then, it wasn't
yeah.
until 2017. But yeah, no, I mean, as for Castro, that's a good ass pick by you.
Can I throw in one more thing here?
No, I probably already said it.
So this is completely off topic too, but I don't know like how many people are like into UFC, bro. I went to UFC this weekend at MSG. One of the most insane, I guess, sporting events I've ever been to in my life. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I've been to like every sport. It's like top 3 in terms of like sitting there watching someone get knocked out cold. Unreal, bro.
Okay, so go start the UFC show. Nice. No, I'm kidding. I'm playing. I'm happy for you. I'm very happy for you. And Pat, I want to give you a shout out because people at home may not know this, but you fucking ball up, bro. You really do. Like Pat has been on a grind and doing some dope ass shit lately. Check him out on Instagram. Pat, for real, I want to give you some clout on this.
That's kind of wholesome.
No, for real. Like I see this, and I mean, we've talked about it off camera, so don't act all weird on me now. But like, You ball up, bro. Like you really do a good ass job with that stuff, and it's like it's cool. Like I respect it.
I respect you, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? Cool. How long do you think this episode has been?
And this is a solid episode. I'm gonna go on the record right now. This is one of my favorite episodes.
Me too. It's one of the more fun episodes I think we've had. I think certain people are gonna love it, like our diehards.
Yeah.
Like Feo, Brendan.
This is
Bunch of others
Pat and
out
Dan
there.
show vibes.
This is very much Pat because this is like off season, But
Yeah.
there's also gonna be some people like the people that hated that topic about not even a topic, the 1.5 minute conversation about Drake's album, which sucks. I heard it the other day for the first time. My boy was playing way home.
No, don't say that.
No, he was playing. I heard like a few songs, and I was like, I told him I'd give him my boy Matt. Shout out Matt Osterman, and he was playing songs. He was like begging to put it on the radio, and I was like, I'll give you 5 minutes, which is like I guess 2 songs.
The fact that you just called it the radio is insane.
Well, my car, whatever. So I turned it off and put on Elvis, the king of rock.
I feel like you're like an old soul. Have you?
I
like
get that a lot.
Psychic before?
No,
Do you believe in that?
Yeah, I just saw a movie earlier about like exorcist shit and
like
possession.
Those $10 people like you pay to like for a psychic reading.
Oh no, that's all.
That.
No, not that. No, I thought you meant more so like past life stuff. Yo, 100%.
Oh, no, I've gotten like a psychic reading though.
No, I thought you were saying when you say like an old soul, like I have like.
No, you do.
I don't know,
no,
bro.
Yeah, no, you do.
I'm too stoned for this conversation. We gotta end the show. Yo, what? Good episode. We'll be back. It's gonna be. I think there might be a loose for the Monday and Tuesday episodes. I could see there being like a loose schedule. There'll always be an episode on Friday, but there will be times. Not if we keep them updated, which I didn't do for this one, which I meant to, but I just forgot.
No, I'm a man of the people, and
you have a login to the Yankees Avenue Show Twitter too, so it's it was once the Pat and Dan Show Twitter account. All right, this episode's gonna be like 40 minutes long if we don't shut up.
No, I don't even think it's been that long, to be honest with you.
Don't think so? My perception of time has been whack lately, bro.
I think if you don't even cut anything, this is like probably like 35 minutes max.
No, I'm gonna cut the if I repeat myself, like if it doesn't further the show or further like a point, I just take it out because it's like I don't want to waste people's time.
Cool.
So you're gonna end up coming off as like weird as hell, when they're like, why just repeat yourself? And then people will be like, Dan did repeat himself. What the hell is Pat talking about? Man, this Pat guy's fucking. That's my last curse word of the show and my last words of the show. So, hey, what are you doing? Can we end this episode? Oh my God, I wasn't recording, bro.
Yes, you were, bro. I've seen the button the whole time.
Oh, it shows you too. Shit. All right, yo. Yankees Avenue Show on Twitter. Yankees Avenue on Instagram. Dan on Rourke on Twitter. Do I even usually say this stuff? Patrick Hennessy or True Hennessy. Unhinged Patrick on Twitter. Like, subscribe, favorite, drop a comment. We'll get back to you. Promise. Podcast.
Oh,
God. All right, yo. Any final words? I don't know.
No, I love you all. And it feels good to be back consistently.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, Pat? I can go where I want, play where I want. If they don't like it, I can go someplace else. You know who told me that?
No, you should be on like that show, My Strange Addiction. You should be an Elvis impersonator.
BB King. No, actually, I don't have a good Elvis impersonation. Just, you know what I'm good at?
Hit me with your best Elvis impersonation. Quick.
No. I'll not.
No, please, Dan.
Nope.
Dan,
you're getting your hopes up. I don't do this. I don't remember. Don't you know that about me? I don't do things like that are planned. You might hear an Elvis impersonation.
That's not planned. Bro, it can't be
not
more
planned.
spur of the
moment.
moment.
If it's anything I have to think about, then no. But I'll tell you what I am pretty solid at. Impersonating the impersonation of Elvis, like Austin Butler, Elvis from the movie, which you have to see soon, by the way. Nope, show is over. Yo, see you guys next time. Finish the line, Pat. You know what I say to close out my videos.
Have a great day, everyone. We love you all. Hope everyone fulfills all their dreams in life. I hope that you're just great.
See you guys next time. Let's go, Yankees.